Here's 6 crucial steps to take before publishing that website you've been working on. Don't skip any of these because doing so might kill your project, or worse, make your client reject your project and ask for revisions. Taking these steps will make sure you deliver the best product possible. Step 1. Add a favicon. The first thing you need to do before you publish your website is to make sure it has a custom favicon. Whenever you visit a website, there's an icon that appears at the top of your browser tab. That is the favicon. It's a representation of your website. It appears when you bookmark the website and even in Google search results. Create a custom favicon that represents your website. It's usually a 64 by 64 image with the extension ICO, but you can use any image format you want. To add it, simply place it in your project folder, and then all you need to do is place a tag on every page on your website and link to it. Next, create a custom 404 page. A 404 page is basically a page that is automatically shown to your visitors if the page they are trying to access doesn't exist on your website for some reason. This should politely tell the user that the page they are trying to access does not exist. Ask them to redirect to another page, usually the home page. To add this, simply create your 404 page in HTML and style it. Then, in your root directory, create a file called .htaccess and add this code into it if you are using Apache as your server. Or, like me, if you are using Netlify, add a file called netlify.toml and add this redirect into the file. Number 3 is to make sure that your website is responsive. Responsiveness is one of the most crucial aspects of modern web design. Modern websites need to be accessible to any and all devices, from PC, laptops, to tablets and mobile devices. So, before you publish your site, make sure to test its responsiveness using your browser's DevTools, another device, or an online responsive emulator. Currently, we mostly use CSS media queries in combination with Flexbox to achieve responsive layouts. But more innovation is required to design for new devices like folding phones and visual reality headsets like the Apple Vision Pro. Moving forward, have you ever visited a website, clicked on a link, and immediately found yourself at a dead end? Before you publish your website, make sure to remove all broken links from your project. If your project is small, you can do this manually, or use an online link checker or a Python script if your project is big or already online. Number 5. Remove lorem ipsum. Lorem ipsum is text that is commonly used by developers as placeholders for typeface or visual elements. Please make sure to remove and replace all placeholder text before publishing your website. And last but not least, make sure to perform some lighthouse tests to see how your website performs. They say 40% of all visitors will leave a website if it loads for more than 3 seconds. I'm not sure if this is true, but the majority of people on the internet have ADHD, so it might be true. So always make sure that your website is lightning fast. Here's 3 simple ways to improve your website's performance. Number 1. Compress your images and make sure they are in the correct format for online. Number 2. Put the lazy load attribute on your image text to make sure that no image is loaded before it is required. And lastly, minify and compress all your CSS files and JavaScript files and remove all unused libraries. That's all I had for this video. Go away now.